Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hello Word, the podcast that helps you expand your English vocabulary one word at a time. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today as we delve into another fascinating word. Today's word is confront. So, what does it mean to confront something? Well, confront, as a C1 level verb, means to face something directly. It can refer to facing a problem, a person, or even a difficult situation. It implies a direct and often challenging encounter. In everyday language, we use confront to describe dealing with things head-on, rather than avoiding them. Let's explore some synonyms for confront. One useful synonym is face. For example, instead of saying I need to confront my fear of public speaking, you could say, I need to face my fear of public speaking. Another synonym is tackle. You might say, we need to tackle this issue immediately, which is similar to saying, we need to confront this issue immediately. A third synonym is address. This synonym is especially useful when talking about problems or challenges. For instance, the company needs to address the concerns of its employees, meaning the company needs to confront the concerns of its employees. A further synonym is encounter. Consider the sentence, the climbers encountered harsh weather conditions on their ascent, replacing confront in the sense of experiencing something difficult. Yet another synonym is challenge. For example, the athlete challenged the world record, meaning they confronted the existing record by trying to surpass it. Now, let's look at some antonyms, words that have the opposite meaning of confront. One antonym is avoid. If you avoid something, you're steering clear of it, the opposite of facing it directly. For example, I try to avoid arguments whenever possible. Another antonym is evade. To evade is to escape or dodge something, like the suspect tried to evade the police. A third antonym is ignore. When you ignore something, you're deliberately paying no attention to it, as in, she chose to ignore the rude comment. Another antonym is shun. To shun means to deliberately avoid someone or something, often due to disapproval. For example, he was shunned by his colleagues after the scandal. One more useful antonym is sidestep. You sidestep an issue if you avoid dealing with it directly, like the politician sidestepped the difficult question. Now, let's consider how you might use confront in everyday life. Imagine you have a friend who is consistently late. You might decide you need to confront them about their tardiness. Or perhaps you disagree with the decision your boss made. You might need to confront the issue by discussing your concerns. Another example might be confronting your fears, like a fear of heights or a fear of public speaking. These are all situations where you face something directly and often challenge yourself. Let's explore some usage examples in sentences and phrases. She decided to confront her coworker about the rumor. The government is trying to confront the problem of climate change. He had to confront the consequences of his actions. It's important to confront your fears in order to grow. They were forced to confront the reality of their situation. Consider the phrase, to be confronted with. For example, I was confronted with a difficult choice. Or you could say, the city is confronting a water shortage. Another example is we need to confront the truth, however painful it may be. Another example usage is when you describe the manner or tone with which someone addresses an issue. For instance, he confronted the issue head-on, without hesitation. That brings us to the end of today's episode. We've learned that confront means to face something directly, often something challenging. We explored synonyms like face, tackle, and address, and antonyms like avoid, evade, and ignore. We also discussed how to use confront in everyday conversations and common expressions. Thank you for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you found this episode helpful in expanding your English vocabulary. Before you go, I have a small request. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others discover Hello Word and continue their English learning journey. It really does make a difference. As an exercise, I would love for you to create your own sentence using the word confront and share it as a comment below the video. I'm eager to see what you come up with. Until next time, keep practicing your English and remember to confront any challenges you encounter with confidence.